Welcome to Profiles in Quality, an interview program with the leading names in the quality industry. I'm Mike Richmond, publisher of Quality Digest, and your host for this episode. Well, we're here at the Marriott World Center in Orlando, Florida, for Hexagon's 2011 International Conference, Building a Smarter World. This is a great user-centric event. In fact, there's more than 2,000 users here, and they're benchmarking, sharing case studies, working together. It's a fascinating process. And there's great companies here, including Ford, Fiat, Northrop Grumman, Hendrick Motorsports. We use this event as a backdrop to talk to Norbert Hanke, president of Hexagon Metrology. And Norbert and I sat down and talked about customers, business growth, and how M&A affects R&D. Norbert, I want to thank you for having us here at this wonderful event. It's great to be here on the first day and talking to customers.
Welcome to Hexagon 2011.
Let me start by asking you a little bit about your personal history with Hexagon, how you began with the company and how you've come to this point in your career.
Roughly 13 years ago, I started with lights in Wetzlar. And when Hexagon bought Brown & Sharp 2001, I was part of the deal. And I went to be the divisional CFO. And in 2010, I was asked to take over the position as CEO. In between, I did quite a lot of things for Leica Geosystems as well on the business development side regarding emerging markets, Asia and South America.
So finance is your background.
Absolutely.
But the worldwide aspect of that, where you had a chance to be in Asia and other ports of call around the world, you had a chance to see very many different customers and very many different customer needs.
Absolutely, and definitely they are different. I mean, when you look at customers in India or China, they have different needs than, say, in France or the US as well.
Absolutely.
So I think, and that's one of our strengths, listening to the customers, in the sense that we are saying, okay, from a local point of view, what do you need? And this will be then filtered back to our business development and R&D centers, and then we hopefully develop the right products for them.
This event is all about your customer base, your user group. How do you stay current with your users' needs and the demographic information, and how do you communicate that and take that information into your company?
As I said earlier, I mean, it is about the local requirements, and there we have relatively good, say, approaches in the sense, and people educated and circles that they filter the requirements up to the headquarters as well, so that we at the end can, say, develop the technology. Or one of the things Hexagon Metrology is doing as well quite often is acquire things as well, because we have every time the thinking about make or buy.
I'm curious as to how your M&A activity is related to your R&D activity, by which I mean, does the research and development, the engineering and technical side affect the financial decisions of what to look for in terms of a company you might want to acquire, or vice versa? Do you look at it financially and then figure out how it fits into the company?
That really depends. Take, for example, the vision business. We made a decision from a business development point of view, saying we want to be there, because that was missing in our product portfolio. So we looked around and we did find financially very interesting targets like Ma and Microna. And so we bought these two companies and incorporated this as well.
So in that case, it was really driven first from the product perspective, looking at what the need may be within the organization, then going out to a financially attractive target.
Absolutely.
Rather than the other way.
And we decided as well it would take too long time to develop this ourselves. So we made the decision, we have to buy it.
What can we expect from Hexagon Metrology in the future?
I think here as well, we have general trends where you see at all trade shows. It's going to non-contact sensors, for example, is one of the things. And I think the importance of software will definitely increase. There's no doubt. Then for sure you have different needs in the emerging markets, geographically emerging markets, I should say, in the sense. And then there's specific application needs as well on wind energy, where we, for example, have with our PMMG a very good success. And I think that's the advantage we have now. We have already a very strong organization, but I think we will further invest because of Intergraph now, because we have now such a great software house with us, and we will use this.
Now, speaking specifically with regard to Hexagon Metrology, in the worldwide metrology business, what trends do you see coming up here in the near future?
I think we will maintain our roots, means hardware business as well, no doubt. But there will be additional needs on, say, aftermarket, but not only repairing a CMM. No, there's more behind it. Say, as well, renting or, say, offering people into, say, the manufacturing area to measure things as well. That's number one on the aftermarket side. And then there's more and more into the sensor non-contact side that you probably can see from our side. There's one of the focus. And then what I said earlier, it's software.
Software, absolutely. It all comes down to that many times in terms of the utility for the user group.
But we should not forget our roots, the hardware business. I just want to be very clear on that, because some people think you can do everything without that. It's impossible.
You touched on aftermarkets, and I'm glad you did, because I'd like you to expand a little bit on the aftermarket and what it means for Hexagon Metrology and Hexagon in general.
Because this is a very good part to get in contact as well with our customer, because if you have a good support, it's an easy cross-selling point. And I think that is one of our focus going forward. But not only to, say, calibrate a CMM or to repair a CMM. No, there's more behind it. Because we believe as well that we have experts. We have experts in our house, I call it in a sense, and they can be leveraged by our customers as well. So we could offer these kind of services as well to our major customers.
And it's also just a better service, increased service. It helps them do their jobs better.
Absolutely. And I think it's all about quality in the sense, and if you have experts, known experts, I think it should help a lot.
Sure, and your users should take advantage of that opportunity, take advantage of your knowledge and your experience to develop that.
And on top of things, all these people are, say, AEs, for example, are very well trained in our software, PCDMS, which, for example, we have a track here at the event as well. So I think that is very important as well going forward.
Well, you know, this is an impressive event. There are a lot of very high-profile users of Hexagon tools that are here, and a lot of the tracks that are here are high-level users, people from Ford and from Fiat and Northrop Grumman, that are talking about their experiences and offering some case studies, and this is just a great benchmarking opportunity for any of your users.
Yeah, I think it's all about networking as well, to share information, expertise as well. And here, not only that we learn from our customers, but actually customers among themselves, they can learn as well on these case studies as well. And I think that's an important thing, and that's something new, what we are doing with Hexagon 2011.
Benchmarking, always
Absolutely.
key. Yeah, benchmarking of successful companies, learn from each other and adapt policies and practices that help them do their jobs better.
Yes, and here I think this event is a great marketplace in the sense to share this kind of information.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, that's great. I want to thank you for joining us and sitting down and giving us some time here and taking it out of your busy schedule here at this event. And we look forward to some interesting breakouts coming up in the next few days and meeting some customers and talking to them.
Absolutely.
So,
nice to meet you.